Welcome back inside the West Banco Arena here in Wheeling, West Virginia. As continuing live streaming coverage of the 2024 Mountain East Conference Basketball Tournament. We've had a couple women's games here in the opening round and a couple of really interesting games. Number 10, Notre Dame College upset number 7, Glenville State 82-78 in overtime. And then number 9 seed, West Virginia Wesleyan defeated West Liberty 77-64. I'm Jack Witho. Joining me here courtside is E.J. Shazinski. And we've got the men now. E.J., always interesting matchups when you look at the first round here at the Mountain East Conference.
Yeah, it's always interesting for me. You know, for me, I get a chance to see these teams for the first time.
Yeah.
I follow them from afar, but I'm always curious to see, like, how they get started. You know, how nervous are they? How quickly do they get into their games?
Yep, as we take a look at the men's side, it's number 7, number 10 matchup again. And at the number 7, we've got Glenville State, the Pioneers, under first-year head coach. I say first year. Bob Boland's been around, seems like forever. Coached in the NAIA, was a 2-time NAIA Coach of the Year at Mountain State when they had a really good program there. Got out of coaching. Well, he's back again, and he's at Glenville State. He's got his ball club 13-15 overall, 8-12 in conference play. On the other side, another first-year head coach in Zach Thompson. He's a WVU Tech grad and has taken over the helm for the Bobcats. He's got his club at the number 10 seed, just 3-25, 2-18 in conference play. Glenville State, a bit of a rebuilding for Bob. Got some new faces, much like everybody else around college basketball in the nation. Bob's got his team 82 points a game, giving up 84 to his opponents, but he's got a really good ball player, and that is a senior guard, Turbo Smith, a 2024 All-MEC second-team selection, comes in 14.3 points a game, 4.4 rebounds, 5.2 assists per game. That's 23rd best in the nation in assists for Turbo Smith. He's a fun one to watch.
Yeah, and I remember him from last year. He is certainly well-deserving of his nickname.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of speed and quickness out on the court. They also featured Devin Collins, a transfer in. Devin Collins first started, played at Chapmanville High School down in the Logan County area. Then he went to Marshall, transferred to U-Pike, and now a graduate student came to Glenville State, the 6'8 graduate student, averaging 13.5 points a game. So those are the two leaders scoring-wise on this Pioneers team. On the other side, it's a freshman that is leading in scoring for the Bobcats, and that is 6'4 freshman guard Logan Lewis out of Hyattsville, Maryland. Comes in averaging 13.1 points a game, 4.8 rebounds. The last time these two teams played, he had a double-double, 20 points, 12 rebounds for Logan Lewis. A lot of firsts here for Frostburg State, the first appearance in the Mountain East Conference Tournament, so they've got to be excited.
Yeah, it's great to have them here in Wheeling, and they're right in front of us here warming up and looking forward to them in action.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and take a look at these rosters for number 7, Glenville State, and number 10, Frostburg State, coming up next here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day. Providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass. more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back inside the West Banco Arena. Jack Lippo, E.J. Shadzinski, courtside for the men's side of the bracket. It's number 7, Glenville State, the Pioneers, coming in under first-year head coach Bob Bolin, 13-15 overall, and 8-12 in the Mountain East Conference, taking on the number 10 seed Frostburg State Bobcats under first-year head coach Zach Thompson. They come in at 3-25 overall, 2-18. As you take a look at the Bobcats as a team, just shooting 39% from the field, 33% from behind the arc, and 70% from the free throw line. And again, it's their first appearance in the Mountain East Conference tournament, and they're led in scoring by the freshman Logan Lewis, 13.1 points a game. Also, you got to look at Robbie Williams, the 5'10 junior guard out of Charleston, West Virginia. He originally went to Marshall, now has made his way to Frostburg State, and he's one to watch. He can get hot. He's a streaky shooter. He likes to create off the dribble, so he's fun to watch as well. Jay-Sean Freeman, a 6'1 junior guard, comes in averaging 9 points a game. He is another player to watch for the Bobcats, and we already talked about a couple players for Glenville State. And then Devin Collins, the 6'8 grad student, that was also selected to the 2024 honorable mention team in the All-MEC. Another player to watch here, and this is one that transferred in, kind of came in late, is Prince Monsingo, the 6'8 redshirt freshman forward from the Dominican Republic of the Congo. He comes in from Akron, and he is exciting to watch. Kind of a raw talent, but you can tell the athleticism is there.
Yeah, and I can tell as I look over the court, lots of athletes on this court today. I'd say if they were, if the game was decided by warm-ups, I would say Glenville has won the. I'd say Glenville's won the pregame warm-up. They have some impressive athletes down there, Jack.
So we'll step away and then we'll come back and we'll have the starters for tonight's game. It's Glenville State and Frostburg State coming up next here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
What if your bank offered new checking and savings accounts with a very low balance required, online bill pay, and debit cards issued right away?
I would like that.
What if that bank had extended hours every business day and were open on Saturdays?
That's incredible.
And if all their accounts had low fees or no fees?
That's money in the bank. The right bank.
Open your checking and savings account at Main Street Bank. You deserve a bank this good.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day. Providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back inside the West Banco Arena here in Wheeling, West Virginia, as we've got the number 7 Glenville State Pioneers set to take on number 10 Frostburg State. And the starting lineups first for Frostburg State, they'll go with Jalen Alberry, the 6-foot junior guard. Jalen Johnson will also get the start tonight, the 6-foot grad. 6.9 points a game for the Baltimore, Maryland native. Logan Lucas, the 6'4" freshman guard from Hyattsville, Maryland, 13.1 points a game. Zane McCarty, a live action here, layup right down the middle of the lane for Zane McCarty. Well, over 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 22-15, Glenville State still leads. Collins with the three-pointer from the left wing, offensive board, blocked by Gaz, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pioneers. Devin Collins now with 9 points. He and Turbo Smith each with 9 points to lead Glenville State. 8 points for Robbie Williams. Came off the bench tonight for head coach Zach Thompson. Collins in the paint. Left that one short, kicked around. Now a scramble for it. We have a held ball. And possession error pointing to Frostburg State.
Officials doing a good job. Anytime there's a held ball, you always hold your breath these days. But that time officials got in there and separated them, and it's Frostburg ball.
Robbie Williams into the front court, looking for a screen, gets one over on the left wing. Over to McCarty, right side this time. And now we've got a whistle away from the ball. And just like they took control down there on the held ball, maybe a little off-the-ball foul call, kind of cleaning it up underneath.
Yeah, they're going to have to, because it's really physical in there with Gaz of Frostburg. He's quite a specimen.
3 from the corner. That one hits off the back iron, no good. Rebound into the hands of Jalen Johnson. And here come the Pioneers, leading 22-15. Nice give down it inside, but Masingo cannot convert it. Straight away. And that 3 is good for Logan Lewis.
And Frostburg hanging around, down 4. This is right where they want to be. They just want to stick around as long as they can.
7.5 minutes to go here, opening half. 4-point advantage for the Pioneers. Pioneers coming in as the number 7 seed, as that one knocked down from straight away from Jalen Johnson that time.
And Johnson's got a lot of confidence. I liked his follow through. He really exaggerated that gooseneck and knocked it down.
Just 15 of 30 from behind the arc coming into tonight. Step back three. That one hits the front of the iron into the hands of Johnson. And here come the Pioneers. Gussetti out top between the circles. His way to Johnson. He'll dribble down in. Nice smooth. And he'll draw the foul and head to the line to shoot two. Take a look at the replay. Well, that's the end of the replay.
Yeah, he really earned this trip to the line. I actually thought he got fouled once on the drive and then once on the shot.
Not a whole lot of trips to the foul line. An 88% shooter, 14 of 16 on the year, but he knocks down the first. Turbo Smith checking back in for Glenville State. Like James Franklin also into the contest for the Pioneers. Second shot up for Johnson, and again, a nice smooth stroke there. 27-18, Glenville State leading Frostburg State. Out top. Jalen Johnson, and a whistle and a foul. I believe they got this one on Deshaun Daniels. Williams gets it in near side. Into the paint. The dump down inside to Gaz, but he is fouled. Nice look that time by Logan Lewis. Two shots coming up for Sebastian Gaz, the 6'10 junior. 63% free throw shooter on the season as he makes the first. Trevor Chandler checks back in for the Pioneers and back out on the court for Frostburg State is Malcolm Day. Second shot coming up, and Gaz rims that one out. Rebound cleared out, James Franklin. 6.5 minutes to go, opening half. 27-19, Glenville State leading. Daniels feeds it over. Turbo Smith knifing through the defense, and a little pump fake, and up and in for Chandler. He draws the foul, a big smile on his face.
Yeah, and a really unselfish play there by Turbo. I fully expected him to take that shot, but no, he dished it under, and now they have an and-one situation.
Well, he is one of the nation's assist leaders. Comes in 23rd in the nation in assists, 5.2 a game. As Chandler misses. 10-point advantage for Glenville State. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the opening half. Man-to-man defense for the Pioneers. McCarty back out to Gaz. Now Lewis holds. 10 on the shot clock for the Bobcats. Malcolm Day took a look at it. Now powers down into the paint. Floats it up and in. Nice take by Day. Nice ball movement again. Chandler, another pump faking up and in off the glass.
Yeah, and he absorbed contact there and went right through it and scored it.
Back to a 10-point advantage for Glenville State. Lewis over on the right wing, holds it, looking for Gaz down low. He'll push it up off the side of the backboard, and here comes Turbo Smith. Quickly down the other side, feeds it over, and up and in for James Franklin.
Boy, what a play by Smith. He was losing control of that ball and tapped it over for the nice assist.
33-21, Glenville State. Right side, skip pass, near side three, won't go. And a scramble for it on the floor, still trying to control it. And finally, we have a timeout taken by Glenville State. That'll bring us to a media timeout here on the floor. 4:46 to go. Glenville State leading Frostburg State 33-21 here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Welcome back inside the West Banco Arena. Jack Withler alongside E.J. Shadzinski. As Glenville State leading Frostburg State 33-21. Coming out of the media timeout. Glenville State shooting 43%. 13 of 30 from the field. Just 3 of 10 from behind the arc. Frostburg State shooting 31%. 8 of 26 from the field. 3 of 8 from behind the arc. Glenville State, the edge on the foul shots, 4 of 6, just 2 of 4 for Frostburg State. In the zone defense, kick out left side, Smith. Swing it back into the corner for Penn. His three-pointer off the mark. And on a run out, here comes Frostburg State. Johnson hands it over. Lewis, now Johnson gets it back. Dalen Alberry now directing traffic for the Bobcats. Malcolm Day trying to go down inside. They'll reset the offense out top. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Left side. Day got it stripped away. They get it away, but it's an air ball, and shot clock violation on the Bobcats.
That's one of those tough decisions for an official. Yeah, the shot clock did expired. Glenville had the rebound, is ready to go.
Yeah.
And then, but rules are rules.
10 out top. Feed it in on the right elbow. Pull up 15-footer is good. Deshaun Daniels, the 6'5 junior, knocking it down. He had 11 points and 6 rebounds in their last contest against Frostburg State. Left elbow shot won't go. And here comes Glenville State. Trying to build on this lead.
I was going to say, kind of a dangerous time here for Frostburg. Down 14 late in the first half.
Right side three. Back iron won't go. And tipped out of bounds over to Frostburg State. Yeah, James Franklin had a great look at it from the right wing. Just could not knock it down. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the opening half. 35-21. Pioneers leading the Bobcats. First ever Mountain East Conference appearance for Frostburg State. It's moving into the Mountain East Conference. Turnaround jump shot, Alberry. That went off the mark. Turbo Smith, top of the key. Nice look as James Franklin cutting through the lane with the easy layup.
And you can see why Turbo is up there amongst the national leaders in assists. He really sees the floor.
Like you said earlier, dangerous time here for Frostburg. Lewis That three off the mark. And you can see the body language now setting in after he missed that shot, as the ball out of bounds will stay with the Pioneers.
Yeah, it's tough. It just seems like Frostburg does not really have a go-to person on offense, and so as a result, they can go several minutes without a score.
Dominic Penn into the paint, kick out three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Jalen Alberry. He'll work it up top. McCarty, pull up left elbow. Challenged by Penn. Turbo Smith. Oh, what a beautiful feed by Turbo Smith. And a timeout taken by Frostburg State. A 30-second timeout. And Turbo Smith with the dimes here in the latter part of the first half. And that last one was a beautiful pass to James Franklin for the layup.
Yeah, as I look back on the first half, really the two things that come to mind are Turbo's skill set, his ability to score and also dish, and then really Frostburg's inability to get good looks. And the previous possession's a good example of that. Not a good shot, leads to a Glenville transition.
Yep, and even on the shot clock violation earlier, they moved the ball really well, but anytime they gathered it up, there was a Glenville State player right in their face.
Yeah, it's just really tough sledding for them on offense.
1:35 to go here, opening half. Right side, Johnson puts it on the floor, now into the corner. Shot up, won't go. Alberry with the offensive board. He'll feed it back out. Now Lewis down the middle of the lane and up and in for Logan Lewis.
Yeah, it kind of stops a Glenville run right there. And I'd say, folks, if you're listening around the Wheeling area, you need to come out and check out Turbo Smith.
Yeah.
If Glenville would happen to advance in the tournament, he's worth the price of admission.
Franklin tried to get it back, went through his hands. Here comes Jalen Johnson into the paint. Stop, up, won't go. And out of bounds, last touch by Glenville State. And there's another example. Had a great look at it, just couldn't get it to go down. Williams will inbound it. Alberry. Alberry, spin move. Got it stripped away, but right into the hands and then blocked from behind by Trevor Chandler. Penn, good from three.
Wow, and that's one of those shots. I know it didn't hit anything but net right there. That was a pure swish.
Almost another turnover, but they'll get a whistle and a foul and a reach in. As you take a look, Dominic Penn, they leave him open, he makes them pay. And you are right, nothing but nets.
Yeah, that was pure.
Well, now they switch it. It wasn't a. Yeah, they thought it was 7 foul, but it was only 6. So Williams will take it out. He'll get it back in the corner. Nice recognition again by the Pioneers. Knew that he had already hit 2 for one from each corner. Nice move by Williams, but too strong with the layup. Lewis with the rebound, and he'll go up through contact and score it and draw the foul.
That's just what the doctor ordered for Frostburg, trying their best to hang around here. Got a long rebound and made it count.
Get the foul on Trevor Chandler. His first personal. As Lewis at the line trying to complete the three-point play and does it. And quickly, here comes Glenville State. Oh my goodness, wide open right at the buzzer. Count the basket. Dominic Penn into James Franklin. And you couldn't draw that up more perfect. right at the end of the half. So Glenville State in control right now over Frostburg State. 42-25. We'll take a break, come back and recap the first half. You're watching 2024, the Mountain East Conference Basketball Tournament here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you? Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Welcome back inside the West Banco Arena here in Wheeling, West Virginia, as Glenville State leading Frostburg State 44-25. And EJ, they went back and reviewed that last bucket by James Franklin, and I mean, just by a hair, it was good. Amazing how with our technology now we can freeze right frame by frame, and maybe they can take a look right here, but as you see it right there, as it's coming out of his hand and falling through the cylinder, and then the red light comes on and it goes to zero. So they do count the basket to make it 44-25 Glenville State. And like you talked about, it could get dangerous there in the latter moments of the first half for Frostburg State. And Glenville State, you could see him with the confidence building, knew it, and took advantage there.
Oh, yeah, and it helps when you have Turbo Smith. He's really a catalyst out there.
West Virginia's largest restoration.
And it really leads his team, and you're right. It's a scary time for Frostburg because this league could easily balloon, in a spur of the moment.
Take a look at some halftime stats. First for Glenville State, 47% from the field, 18 of 38. They were 4-14 from behind the arc, 29%, and went to the line 6 times in the first half, converted 4, 67%. For Frostburg State, just 28% from the field, 10 of 36. 3 of 10 from behind the arc, 30%, and 2 of 5 from the foul line, 40%. Glenville State out-rebounding Frostburg State in the first half, 33-16. So a big gap there between the two. As we take a look at some individual scoring stats for the Glenville State leading the way. They've got 2 players with 9 points. That's Turbo Smith and Devin Collins. And then you had James Franklin coming off the bench, and he finished up with 8 points for Glenville State. Frostburg State leading the way. They've got 2 players with 8 points. Robbie Williams coming off the bench. He was 3 of 8 from the field, including 2 3-pointers. So he finished with 8 points. And then Logan Lewis, their leading scorer, the freshman, also with 8 points on 3 of 11 shooting. 1 of 2 from behind the arc. He was 1 of 3. He also finished with a team-high 8 rebounds for Frostburg State. As again, Glenville State leading here at the halftime break by a score of 44-25. Later on tonight, 8:30 scheduled tip-off. It'll be the 8-9 seeds, number 8 Notre Dame, number 9 Wheeling will face off, and that ought to be a good one. Notre Dame College, Mark Richmond bringing his ball club in here, Wheeling under Chris Richardson. Two guys that are familiar with each other. Most West Virginia connections up at WVU. Of course, Mark Richmond's been around the league as well as Chris. But that'll be an interesting one here to cap it off here on the first day.
Yeah, and really with the news that came out of Notre Dame over the last week or so, it's got to even add a little bit more for those kids. We saw the women's team prevail in overtime the first game, and really each game they win, it's just another chance they get to play together. And of course, when their season ends this year, then their school will be closing. It's really a tough time for Notre Dame.
Yeah, sad times there for the Notre Dame College community, especially the student athletes that have. We've seen that at Alderson Broadus, then Urbana a couple years ago. So, sad times for that. Again, earlier today on the women's side of the bracket, had a couple upsets. A 10-7 matchup. It was Notre Dame College, as you mentioned, defeating number 7 Glenville State in overtime, 82-78. So they move on. They'll play West Virginia State tomorrow. And then the number 9 seed Bobcats of West Virginia Wesleyan defeated number 8 Hilltoppers of West Liberty, 77-64. So Wesleyan will move on as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue our live streaming coverage of the 2024 Mountain East Conference Basketball Tournament here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you? Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Welcome back inside West Banco Arena here in Wheeling, West Virginia. Halftime score, Glenville State leading Frostburg State 44-25. As we conclude our halftime activities, both teams back out on the floor. Jack Withrow, thanks for joining us tonight here on the Mountain East Digital Network. Halftime report is presented by Omni Strategic Technologies, better business through technology. 44-25, Glenville State. Later on tonight, it's the 8-9 matchup. Notre Dame taking on Wheeling. Notre Dame College. Mark Richmond, his team, the 8 seed, taking on Chris Richardson and the Wheeling Cardinals, the number 9 seed. Then things get started back up for the men. They'll take a break on Thursday. It'll be all women tomorrow for 4 games in the quarterfinal. In the men's quarterfinal, of course, number 1 seed Charleston await the winner of Notre Dame and Wheeling. And then the number 2 seed Hilltoppers of West Liberty await the winner of this one. And then in that Charleston side of the bracket, you've got number 4 West Virginia State and number 5 Fairmont State. Man, that's going to be a battle. I mean, you just look at all of these matchups. We'll have Concord and Davison Elkins on Friday at noon. That's going to be a really good one. Things get started here. It'll be Glenville State ball starting out in the second half. Leading 44-25. Turbo Smith, Devin Collins, Trevor Chandler, Dominic Penn, and Rye Gadd, the original starting 5. Frostburg State mixing it up a little bit to start things off, and they get a little tip and a steal. Malcolm Day kicks it out. They swing it here to the near side. And a 3 up and in for Zane McCarty. Again, nice ball movement, EJ. Just can't knock it down. Rye Gadd. Spin move, and he lost the handle. Turnover. And then Chandler.
It's almost like these two teams wish they could have a do-over and start the half all over. Both teams 0 for 2 to start the half.
Malcolm Day over on the left side. Lewis, he'll get it back. Straightaway 3 for Day. That went off the side of the iron, no good. Rye Gadd pulls it down the rebound. Get it in the hands of Turbo Smith. See what he can do. He goes right down through the lane, draws the whistle and a foul. And the senior says, here, guys, let me take care of this.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch, and he's going to go to the line for his efforts and hopefully break the ice in the second half here for the Pioneers.
9 points for Turbo Smith. This will be his first trip to the foul line tonight. 6'1" senior out of Titusville, Florida. Dyersburg State Community College and transferred in. 59% free throw shooter on the season.
We were talking about great players of the past at halftime.
Yeah.
And Ron Leggett from West Virginia State was one of those players. And, you know, Turbo kind of, you know, Ron Leggett played for the Dallas Cowboys as a cornerback after playing college ball. And Turbo kind of reminds me of that kind of skill set. You know, I could see him putting on pads and locking somebody down.
Yep. So he knocks down that one. 46-25, Glenville State leading. Early going here in the second half. Day works it down on the baseline, now kick out. Williams pump fakes. Day again. Oh, nice move. Got the defender. And Chandler up in the air, and an easy layup for Malcolm Day.
Yeah, and points have been hard to come by for Frostburg State, and easy deuce right there.
Baseline drive, Collins challenge, and then stripped away by Jalen Alberry. Alberry down the other side, and he will draw a foul.
And you could see Collins kind of put his hands up in the air like, hey, I got bumped at the other end too.
Yep.
And he probably did.
2 shots coming up for Jalen Alberry, 6-foot junior. Pasadena, Maryland native. As he misses the first. Second one up, and that one in and out, no good. Gadd, left side, Collins, 3, up and in. Again, beautiful ball movement around the perimeter, and Collins knocking it down from the left wing.
Yeah, he really has a nice touch for a 6'7" player.
Nice take that time by Williams, but he couldn't get it to go down. Gadd, quick movement, and a wide open Trevor Chandler down low.
That was a little bit too easy. If you're Frostburg, you know, 1, 2, 3, easy deuce.
Lewis out top, he'll get it back over in the right wing. Now Williams, top of the key. Jam step, he'll go against Smith. Sped move, and that's going to be a travel. Checking back into the lineup as you look at that replay will be the 6'10" junior in Sebastian Gaz. Collins at the high post foul line, up and in. Just kind of hung around there at the foul line. Finally, they find him, and he just turned around and put it up and in.
Yeah, he's got a nice skill set. He's quite the weapon for Glenville at that size.
Yeah.
Can score inside or out.
Down the left side of the lane. Shot won't go, but a whistle and a foul on the Pioneers, and I believe they got that one on Gadd. That's his first.
And he really didn't need to do that. You can see on the replay that Glenville was in position to defend it. It was kind of a giveaway foul.
Malcolm Day at the line for 2. Swishes in the first one. Day's got 7 points tonight. .67 freshman out of Annapolis, Maryland. Second shot up and in, makes both. Big hill to climb here for Frostburg State.
And it's a big hill to climb to get to Frostburg
Yeah.
from anywhere on this side of the conference.
Yeah, it's true. Little dish down into Chandler, and his shot won't go. He battled for the rebound. Malcolm Day comes out of there with it. Down the left side of the lane, pull around, jump shot, and that one won't go.
It would have been nice for teams in the league if Shepherd would have stayed and Frostburg came in. Then you'd sort of have travel partners. But that's a long trip up to the Allegheny Mountains to play Frostburg.
Collins shot way off that time. Williams into the corner. 3 up and in. Nice shot from the right corner for Jay-Sean Freeman. I've not made my way to Frostburg State campus yet.
It's very pretty up there.
Yeah.
It's just the Interstate 68.
Right.
It can become quite a treacherous road there in the wintertime.
Foul on Frostburg State's Robbie Williams. That's his second. Common foul on the floor. They'll take it out underneath the basket with Smith. Gad works it into the corner. And a three-pointer off for Turbo Smith. Here comes Frostburg State. Williams, he'll pull up left elbow. That one too strong over top of the backboard and out of bounds. Just over 15 minutes to go here in the second half, 53-32. Glenville State leading Frostburg State in the first of 2 men's games here on the opening day of this Mountain East Conference basketball tournament. Straightaway 3. It's off the iron. Chandler there. Offensive board. And a foul on Frostburg State. Media timeout on the floor. 14:46 to go. Glenville State still in control. 53-32 over Frostburg State here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
Bordis and Bordis, fighting for justice.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can.
Welcome back inside West Bank Arena. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. As back to action here with 13 minutes to go. Glenville State still leading Frostburg State 63-34. And right on cue, we get back and they go to a timeout. So we'll take it with them. 13 minutes to go. 63-34, Glenville State.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 $1,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Key Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
Welcome back inside West Banco Arena. Glenville State leading Frostburg State 63-34. And we apologize for tonight's technical difficulties. I always say technology is a beautiful thing, EJ, until it stops working. As we got a foul in the lane. And it looks like they'll get the foul on Jay-Sean Freeman. Chandler, left wing, holds it, now spins. Back out, Turbo Smith. Looking for the opportunity, will take it and drills the three.
Turbo's really had a great all-around game, shooting, dishing, playing defense, and leading his team.
Here you go, 14 points, 12 assists. That's a rare double-double. You don't see that often. It's usually the points and rebounds. But I had to look at that twice.
Yeah, and he just drew the offensive foul right there. You know, he also plays great defense and really fun to watch.
66-34 as we approach the 12-minute mark here in the second half. Right side three and another one. Turbo Smith with 17 points now. And Glenville State running away with this one. McCarty dribbles down the right side. His shot won't go. And draws the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Some guys just play with that extra level of confidence or bounce in their step, and Turbo's one of those guys. You know, you can just you can feel the confidence even over here from the from our side of the court.
Two shots coming up for the Zane McCarty, guard out of Charleston, West Virginia. Checking in for the first time tonight is 6'4" freshman out of Lithuania, Vilas Slanina.
Wonder how Dillis found Frostburg State. Yeah.
Internet.
Yeah,
through the internet
I bet
now.
you so. I'm sure that's quite a story. We're glad he's here.
Oh, the dish down, and Chandler had it go right through his hands. That was going to be another assist for Turbo Smith. I want to look in the record book of the record number of assists in this MEC tournament. Out front, that one challenged, and guess who got a hand on it? Turbo Smith.
There you go.
Like you said, he plays great defense as well. Came up with a deflection there on the shot. Two-pointer, that one won't go. Volleyed around. Finally, Gaz comes out of there with it.
And I'll tell you, when Gaz has two hands on it, nobody's taking it off him.
Johnson in the paint. He'll pull up on the right side. That won't go. Rebound cleared out by Devin Collins. Chandler, top of the key. They swing it back out top. Jalen Johnson. Smith comes back out. takes a look, 6 to shoot. Smith down the left side of the lane, put it up with the right hand, won't go. Out of bounds over to Frostburg State.
This is a tough first trip to Wheeling for Frostburg. They're down 69-36 right now, but I've been impressed with their effort throughout the game. It's not for a lack of trying. They're just a little bit outmanned here today.
Right side, Johnson back out top, McCarty. Left side 3, catch and shoot. Nice job that time by Jay-Sean Freeman. Smith tried to feed it in to Chandler, got taken away. Wide open 3 from the right wing that time. Jalen Johnson, graduate student, knocking it down. Nine and a half minutes to go. Turbo Smith from the right wing. Front iron out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Frostburg State. Timeout on the floor. 9:28 to go. 69-42. Glenville State leading Frostburg State here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to only $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to You're Approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Ford in Huntington.
Island is your destination for the hottest slots and table games, sports and racing, plus an all-you-can-eat buffet, fine dining at the point, and a loaded entertainment schedule. Only at Wheeling Island Hotel Casino Racetrack.
Visit WheelingIsland.com for more information.
My name is Nathan, and this is my Chick-fil-A success story. As a team member, I was blown away to receive a Chick-fil-A scholarship that helped me pay for grad school and achieve my dream job. And now I'm a physical therapist, and I get to do what I love every day, make an impact and help people get back to their lives. And just think, it all started with Chick-fil-A. And man, that's pretty awesome.
9:28 to go. Glenville State leading 69-42 over Frostburg State. Coming out of the timeout. EJ, we were looking up the single game tournament record here on the men's side for assists per game. And Turbo Smith has now tied the record with 12. Back in 2016, as that one sails through the hands out of bounds over to Frostburg State. It was Tyree Gator from Notre Dame College set the mark of 12 assists in one game against UVA Wise back in March of 2016. So Turbo Smith has tied it here tonight. There's still 9 minutes to go. Turnaround jump shot from 3 off the mark, and that one goes out of bounds. Heads up, catch and shoot here in the press row. Our man Greg White right on it.
Johnny on the spot right there. And Turbo having a seat right now. I don't think he's punched out for the night. But with Glenville holding such a large lead, you never know.
Yep. Gussetti re-enters for Glenville State. Also Prince Masingo back out there. Masingo has it top of the key. He'll fire away and right on cue, knocks down the 3.
Yeah, it really looked good right there. I mean, I could tell that was in as soon as he let it go, and he's just in off the bench.
72-42. Out top, Slanina works it down inside, and a whistle. Draws a foul. So the young man, the freshman from Lithuania, will head to the foul line. 8 of 15 from the foul line for Slanina on the season. Second shot up, and that one rolls in. 8:25 to go in the contest. Daniels holds, now back out top, Jalen Johnson. Johnson works his way into the paint. Franklin. Scoop shot won't go, batted around into the hands, and here comes Frostburg State's Zane McCarty. Right now you got McCarty and Gus Eddy. Couple Charleston natives. Pull up from the foul line. Nice looking shot there for Jalen Johnson.
And Jalen's had a pretty good game. You could see that he, there was a time in this game where he was trying to keep up stride for stride with Turbo. It was almost a personal matchup, but he's done well for himself tonight.
Gussetti will try the three, and that's good from the left wing. McCarty with the answer, and he buries it. Long way out that time by Zane McCarty. And a nice look from Gus Eddy for the easy layup. Under 7 minutes here in the second half. Glenville State looking to advance. Gaz gathers it up. Almost threw it away. Gus Eddy there. McCarty going against Eddy, and they say it was off the knee of McCarty. Malcolm Day will check back in for the Bobcats. Take a look at McCarty on your screen. Get Robbie Williams in there, and we'd have three guys from Charleston. Franklin powers his way in. Offensive board, put back up and in for Masingo.
Yeah, it's reached the point of the game where a lot of smiles out there. The game has really been decided for all practical purposes, but both teams just playing free and easy right now.
Shot off the mark by Malcolm Day. Into the corner, Johnson, three, good. And you're right, Glenville State having fun right now. 30-second timeout. Taken by head coach Bob Boland. And I don't know, maybe Turbo Smith, his night is done. So he has tied the assist record in a single game here in the Mountain East Conference tournament with 12.
Yeah, you wonder if I'm sure Coach Boland, he doesn't have any clue, and he probably doesn't care one way or the other as well. But really, the most important thing is Glenville with the win would advance to play West Liberty, which would be Friday afternoon at 2:30. So, for me, that shapes up to be a really entertaining game. We've talked about Turbo. And then, of course, the Hilltoppers from the local area will be here. Right. It should be a good crowd.
Yep. Always is for West Liberty. Of course, Wheeling coming up next. The nightcap here on day one.
This is the first time I can remember that West Liberty has not been the 1 seed. And so this is the first time they've played in the afternoon. It'll be interesting to see how many locals play hooky Friday afternoon here in Wheeling.
Johnson swings it down inside, shot up, no good. For James Franklin, he'll go to the line to shoot 2. We get the foul on Jay-Sean Freeman. First shot, that one's short. Franklin, a senior out of Smyrna, Tennessee. 63% free throw shooter. Knocks down the second. 83-48, Glenville State, the number 7 seed. Cole Harshman into the ball game now for Frostburg State. As that shot off, and here comes Glenville State's Johnson. Left side, Congleton, shot won't go. Rebound Franklin. Give it back to Congleton. Dejan Congleton, Huntington, West Virginia, played on a lot of those really good Huntington High teams. Franklin gets it into the paint, forces it up and in. Break on the floor. 4:44 to go. Glenville State leading Frostburg State 85-48 here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
.44 to go here as Glenville State leading Frostburg State 85-48. Coming out of the media timeout at the line. James Franklin. Shot up and in. Franklin's had a nice ball game here tonight, 12 points. And contact, they'll get a blocking foul on Congleton. Slanina working down in that low block against him. It's his first. Team foul number 6, so Frostburg State will inbound it underneath their own basket. Harshman down low, kick out. Back out, right wing 3. That won't go, but they'll get a whistle and a foul. This time will go against Jalen Johnson on a 3-point attempt. So Slanina will head back to the line this time for 3.
Well, you've heard us say this time and time again as a coach, you always tell your kids never foul the jump shooter, and especially don't foul the three-point jump shooter. at this time of the game as well. I'm sure Coach Bowen will let him know after the game.
Yep. Even with the score, you still got to, coaching moments. Coach Bob Bowen does a wonderful job. Great guy.
Yeah, and it's a good point to teach today because you would not want that to happen Friday against West Liberty.
Yep.
Because I have a feeling there'll be a few threes going up in that game.
Anytime I see him, I say, Coach Bob, it's still a lot easier over here on our side.
That's for sure. We're undefeated.
Congleton got it swiped away by Slanina. Euro step down inside, layup not there. The follow won't go for Day. We go under 4 minutes. Shot up. That one not there. Harshman with the rebound. West Liberty and University of Charleston, Mountain East Conference regular season champions. Nice drive down in and the kiss off the glass for A.J. Boyd Jr. So fresh legs out there, you could tell. Just knifed right through the lane. Jay Scott set to check in for Glenville State. Antonio Carlisle out there, the graduate student. And a three knocked down straight away for Slanina.
And you bring up Charleston. Of course, they open up Friday night at 6 against the winner of our next game, Notre Dame and Wheeling. And I would assume that Charleston is a lock for the regional tournament,
yep.
Being the 1 seed, and I think West Liberty's right there as well.
Yep.
The interesting part will be the other teams from the Mountain East, whether they can get in with a good showing here or not.
Concord, Fairmont State, West Virginia State, all right there in the mix. A lot of important games here this week. Turnaround shot, that one's short. Rebound cleared out by Masingo. He'll bring it across the timeline. As time called, a 30-second time to get some substitutions in. Jay Scott will check in. We'll stay right here. And I believe they'll get some other players in. But, yeah, a lot of important games on the men's side. The women's, Fairmont State in that top 10. But, man, you just don't know about the women's side. It's been a lot of fun this year through the regular season. A lot of parity on that women's side.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised when I saw the rankings come out and Glenville was in the play-in game on the women's side.
Yeah.
We're not used to seeing that.
2 years removed from winning the national title.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and I actually thought they looked pretty good today. What they were upset in the overtime game against Notre Dame.
Yep, up 10 at one point. Looked like they were in control, and then give credit to Notre Dame College coming back and getting the victory in overtime. Nice take down the left side of the lane for Jay Scott. And a whistle on a reach-in. So look at the replay of Jay Scott going down the left side and then laying up with the right hand at the line. First one up and in for Zachary Hill, the sophomore. Second shot coming up for Hill. As he makes 1 and 2. Rebound cleared out by Remy Lamovo, excuse me. Scott with the 3. That one barely grazing the front of the iron. Down the other side, layup is good in transition for Villas Slanina. .90 seconds to go. Glenville State will move on. And like you said, they'll play the number 2 seed and West Liberty Hilltoppers. Carlisle dribbles baseline, got cut off, now kick out. And a kick ball off the foot of Lamovu. From the corner, that went off. Harshman with the rebound, but couldn't control it out of bounds. As we go under a minute. Season will come to an end for the Bobcats, and first-year head coach Zach Thompson. Congleton right side, step back, long three, high arcing shot won't go. Johnson into the corner, Carlisle. Backing in, turn around, fade away. Couldn't get it to go down. Congleton in the lane. Officials kind of swallowing the whistles here. As knocked down three from straight away for Cole Harshman.
No complaints from me.
Down on the other side, a three-point attempt. That won't go. A long rebound into the hands of Congleton. He'll force another one up, but that won't go. And that will bring us to the end of this one as Glenville State will advance 95-59 victory over Frostburg State. We'll take a quick break, come back and recap it from here inside the West Banco Arena. Watching the live streaming coverage of the 2024 Mountain East Conference basketball tournament.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
Bordis and Bordis, fighting for justice.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you.
Welcome back inside the West Banco Arena. Final score, Glenville State gets the victory over Frostburg State. 95-59 as number 7 Glenville State will move on. They'll take on number 2 West Liberty on Friday as the season ends here for the Bobcats of Frostburg State. They'll end 3-26 overall. Glenville State will raise their record up to 14-15. And EJ, player of the game, the health plan player of the game tonight's got to go to Turbo Smith.
Absolutely. He's Mr. Excitement for Glenville, and he's the catalyst and well-deserving of the player of the game.
Turbo Smith, 17 points tonight on 6 of 17 shooting and 12 assists. That ties the record for a single game here in the Mountain East Conference tournament on the men's side. Tied that with Tyree Gator of Notre Dame College back in 2016. So congratulations to Turbo Smith as he leads his team to victory tonight over Frostburg State. Coming up next here on the Mountain East Digital Network, it'll be Wheeling and Notre Dame College to cap off the first day here in Wheeling, West Virginia. For E.J. Shudzinski, I'm Jack Withrow, saying so long from inside the West Banco Arena. Final score, Glenville State advances 95-59 over Frostburg State. Good night.